really what our mindset is going into spring.
What do you see, and I don't know about just the atmosphere of, say, a guy like Jackson? Like, I mean, do you see kind of a responsibility and increased kind of heightened responsibility of his role? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Jackson's a leader. He wants to be the guy, that's, going to lead the receiver room and things like that. So Jackson, he's locked in. He's coming back. He's training with me, Mech. We're throwing CJ's Kyle. We're all getting extra work in. So, I mean, he's leading for sure.
What about you? I mean, do you feel like you have added responsibility this year because of what you do?
I mean, I wouldn't say added responsibility, but absolutely I got to perform and do my part. But that's really it.
What sort of it been like coming off that Rose Bowl game you had, and have people noticed you more on campus, or just have you gotten more attention? What's kind of been that like?
Yeah, it's a little bit more attention, but I'm just humble still. Keep my head down, keep working.
What do you think, like, obviously to have such a big game like that, what do you think all went into that? Were you ever surprised you made that kind of like?
Surprised, no. Definitely I'm grateful and blessed to be able to do that on, the Rose Bowl is one of the biggest bowl games, in college football history. But I think it was all just confidence, believing in myself going into the game. I talked to CJ a little bit on Monday. He just talked to me, just have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, that you can accomplish it. So he helped me a lot.
Did it give you any sort of, like, Ryan talked about kind of the team getting momentum going into the winter work?
Yeah, definitely.
You got that too?
Yeah, definitely. We talked about that after the team at North game. We got game momentum going into next year. He's still focused on the Rose Bowl, but we definitely want the game momentum going into next year. And then during spring training, we're working our butts off, and we're just trying to get better.
How much trust do you think that game helped build between you and CJ as you guys now come into this season?
I think gain a lot of trust. I think I trust CJ trusts me, and as any quarterback receiver relationship, it has to go like that. When you have success, it's easy to trust the person, but when things don't go well, you go back to the huddle, we talk about it and fix things. I think that's really where the trust comes from.
Were you guys able to build any of that prior to that game, or was it difficult just because Chris and Garrett were getting a lot of the first reps?
No, I think definitely over time. I came here last spring. They were doing a quarterback battle, so I worked with all 3 quarterbacks we had. So we definitely had trust before then, and I watched Garrett, and I still took reps with CJ sometimes, just throwing routes on there, or I subbed in for Garrett for a play or two. But I think we definitely had the trust before then.
Did you learn anything in that game? I know you came in confident and you trust your abilities, but to do it on that stage against good defense too, did you learn anything about just what it takes to be consistently good at this level?
No, not really. When you go to practice against the DBs we have here, I mean, you don't see anything much different or better than what you have here. So I wouldn't say I learned too much, really.
Is there a focus for you this spring? Anything you want to work on particularly?
Just everything. Just get better as a whole receiver. Really, just everything.
Have you seen, there's been a lot of conversation, especially heading back into last year, but about Julian and kind of his development and what he could do this year with Chris and Barrett. What have you seen from him?
He's amazing. He's a freak athlete. He's playing every position right now, slot, outside, so we're going to use him a lot. He's very versatile in what he can do. So, he's a great blocker, probably the best run blocker we have. So, he's going to be a great asset to the team for sure.
Have you been moving around like that too, or are you mostly outside?
Yeah, no, we've been moving around. I've been staying majority outside for the most part, but I definitely go in the slot sometimes. For Rose Bowl, I was in the slot for one of the touchdowns, so I definitely can move around too as well. We're all moving around.
You don't see many guys who are built like you playing in the slot.
Yeah.
When you get to line up in those positions, what do you like about maybe the matchups you can find?
I just like playing ball, really. Just being, I'm pretty shifty for my size and things like that. So when I get matched up on linebackers and safeties, it's definitely fun.
How many times have you watched that one release you had? I forget which touchdown it was. The one that was like the breakdown.
I didn't really watch it much. It was something I've been practicing for a long time, and obviously the opportunity. I knew when the play was caught, what release I was going to do. So I think it just came out from work.
How much did you work on that kind of stuff, or how much did you work on that kind of technical release at the line of scrimmage?
I do releases on my own at least once a week. Just a whole day of just working on my releases. I think beating press coverage is very important. So I work on releases a lot for me.
Is it kind of the expectation for the wide receiver room to be like, okay, you can play anywhere at any given time?
Absolutely, yeah. That's how we all believe. That's what Coach Hart emphasizes to us. We made a move. Jax can go outside. I can go to slot. Julian, Emeka, Jaden. We all can play everywhere. It's really fun. We all just like, all right, we're going to go now, or I'm going to go here. And we just get to move around. Just obviously, it takes some time, just knowing the playbook and things like that. But we definitely have fun with it.
Do you feel like, I mean, I don't know if you think about it in this way, but like, I mean, do you feel like it adds to kind of your Rolodex like versality, like for the long-term thing? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely, definitely. I feel like being able to play inside and out is one of the things that I personally would like to do, and I hope we get the opportunities to. But I know for versatility-wise, all being able to play different positions is definitely good for us.
Marvin, I'm sorry if they asked you this, but you look huge.
I know. I seen the pictures go crazy.
I mean, how much have you think you've changed physically in your mind?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really put on any much more weight. I'm still like in the 205 to 210 range, but my body fat went down a whole lot since I've been here. I'm pretty low, like 7% right now, so that's pretty impressive.
What do you think? What do you think that can mean? I think maybe it's obvious, but if you changed your body in that way, how do you think that will translate?
Hopefully, I'm just faster. That's one of the things I wanted to always work on. Just get faster, get quicker. I feel like where the game's going now, receivers like my height are not just big and slow anymore. You got to be able to move. And I just have that speed and quickness is definitely one of the things I'm work on.
You had that picture. Byrne was posting that. It's talking about how big you look. Some of the stuff that the school was posting on bat drills.
Right.
You kind of became like the poster boy of the offseason.
Yeah, a little bit.
Has that changed? Like, are you noticing that stuff and feeling like more attention coming your way?
No. I just try to, still humble, still me at the end of the day. But I mean, it's nice. Thank you to the media team for doing that. I really appreciate them. But no, I just gotta stay.
So between that and the Rose Bowl, it seems like, the expectations for you have changed dramatically just in 1 year.
Yeah.
Do you feel that pressure change at all? Any difference between?
I wouldn't say it's pressure because I'm going to put pressure on myself to do the best that I can do. So I wouldn't really say there's added pressure. Obviously, I'm stepping into the role that kind of Garrett was last year, just playing the X receiver. But like I said, we're all moving around now. It's like X, H, Z, Y, whatever. But I wouldn't say there's any added pressure that I didn't put on myself already.